I am dedicated to this YouTube journey. Day 2. It's like someone being on a diet and being like, yeah, I got this, and it's day 2. But I got this, okay? Anyway, as the title says, today I am going to talk about how I price items for eBay, for Poshmark, and for Mercari. So for the 3 platforms, I base everything off of eBay solds. So my main platform, number 1 platform, is eBay. Number 2 platform is Poshmark. Number 3 is Mercari. A lot of people do a lot of comps or do their comps off of Poshmark. I'm sure you can do it off of Mercari as well, but I base everything off of the eBay platform. So basically, and I'm going to show you step by step exactly how I price. My pricing system is working for now. Sometimes I make some changes based off of what how the market's doing. Sometimes things just need to be adjusted, and that's the most consistent thing. The constant thing is that there is going to be change, and so you always have to keep that in mind. Just because I'm doing this today doesn't mean I'm going to be doing it next month. However, this pricing system has been working for me for the past at least 6 months, and so I wanted to share how I price items. So I did a haul, and I have this really cute Joie blazer. I was calling it Joey. Am I the only one? Yeah, probably. But someone corrected me. So I have this Schwab blazer that I've actually already comped. It's really nice, navy blue, size 6, good size. It's in excellent condition. So I'm going to show you how I actually comp this to know what price I'm going to charge on eBay, what price I'm going to charge on Mercari, and what price I'm going to charge. Linen blazer. Hit search. And here pops up everything that is currently selling, new and used. So because mine is pre-owned, I'm going to, on this left-hand side, click pre-owned. And these are the ones, everything that's currently on sale that is used blazers, all right? So, and I'm also going to go ahead and click on blue just to filter it a little bit more. And as you see, there's 7 current listings right now. I want to check on the solds. And I know you guys have probably heard many times people say, look at eBay solds, comp eBay solds. This is what they mean, is going ahead and looking at what actually sold within I think it's the past 90 days, maybe 60 to 90 days. Someone corrects me on that one. But it's recent. So here is where I think a lot of people get confused. It's like, all right, so I'm at eBay comps, I'm at eBay solds to comp my item. How do I choose? Because there's so many different ranges of prices. People go high, people go low. Like, how do I figure out what I should price my item at? And the answer that I give and what I do for myself is I generally go right in the middle. Now, I also take a look and see what styles have sold. So if mine is a little bit better than what most people are selling, then, or what most have sold, then of course I'm going to tend to inch up on the higher end. But if mine is not as nice as what everybody else sold, then I'm going to edge down to the lower end. But if mine is pretty much about the same quality, then I'm going to go right in the middle. So here, for instance, my quality style is about the same as what's listed here. This is actually the Mahira, that's the blazer that I actually have. So there's some that's $29.99. This one was listed at $39.99, but a best offer was accepted and they had shipping. This one was slightly on the higher end, original listing at $65, but a best offer was accepted. I don't currently know how to check to see what the price of the offer was accepted. I'm sure there's a way. If someone could let me know, that would be awesome. But once I see what the original listing was, I also take a look to see what actually it sold for without a best offer being accepted. So we see these are priced at $30 with free shipping. Now for me, about 95% of my listings do not have free shipping, because most of my items include best offer, and I've not seen a difference when it comes to free shipping, especially when I'm including best offer. So I've taken free shipping off of everything. To me, I think a buyer is just looking at the price of the item and they're like, this is the price I would pay for the item. And they know that there's going to be shipping attached to it. So most of my things do not include free shipping. So right here, I like the $30 price. I would deduct $5 from that to account for the shipping cost, because that's generally how much the shipping is going to be for this particular blazer based off of the weight. So I would say this blazer could sell for about $25. However, I do not price it at $25. I actually bump it down a little bit. So instead of saying, all right, I'm going to charge $25 plus shipping, I would say I'm going to my base. My absolute lowest number is going to be 19. And the reason why I like to say 19 instead of 20 is because it's a mental thing when it comes to a buyer. Like $19.99 looks better than $20. So I would price it at $19.99, but be like, all right, but I'm going to, $19 or $18.99 as opposed to $20. It's just a mental thing for the buyer. And I know for me, it's a mental thing. Like I'd rather see $19.99 than see $20. I don't know why. It is what it is. I don't question it. It just works. So I would say I would go ahead and price this blazer at $19 with shipping added to it. Now, I have a way to include a buffer that would allow for different discounts that I offer on eBay. Also, it would account for best offers. It would account for a lot of different discounts that I do, like a buy one, get one free. So I have a really good buffer and a strategy that I use for my store. Everybody has their own methods. Everybody has their own thing. And so I would say definitely think about what kind of buffer would you need to have for your own closet, your store, what have you. So know how much of a best offer discount people generally ask from you. So like say if your item is priced at $20 and you want 15, maybe create a bigger buffer, because you know that people tend to do a low ball. So instead, if you wanted 15, instead of pricing it at 20, maybe create a bigger buffer. So price it at 29. And so it's almost like a 50% buffer, which gives a lot of wiggle room. And don't be afraid to price it that high. I was afraid too, but when you have best offers, it gives so much of a wiggle room that people, once they give you an offer of like, okay, you priced it at 20, you want it at 15, they give you an offer of $18, which is higher than what your base level was. But it was such a huge discount that they feel like, oh man, I really got over on her. But in essence, it's exactly what you wanted and then some. But you created such a huge buffer that it allowed you to do that. Believe me, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to create a huge buffer like that. Don't go overboard. Like if you wanted 15, don't put it out there for 45. Like that's too much. But a 50, 60% buffer, why not? Try it out. If it's too high, you have so much wiggle room to bring it down. And so like even when I do offers to likers, I have so much room that I can really give a good discount. And you know what? It works. When I do bundles on Poshmark, I have so much wiggle room. It's crazy. And it's like I've discounted it so much that people were like, oh yeah, absolutely. And you know what? It's exactly what I said I wanted to begin with. And so I've seen my sales increase dramatically, because then there are some people who don't even do the best offer. They just buy it right out. And so they're buying it at the original price, where you've like really doubled or more than doubled what your base was. And so it really, really helps. So don't be afraid to price it, but just be mindful that you don't want to be like you don't want to do overboard. You don't want to go overboard. Blah, blah, blah. You don't want to go overboard with the pricing, but don't be nervous about it. And if you ever have to drop the price, like if they do a closet clear out on Poshmark, you have room to do the closet clear out. You're not like freaking out like, oh man, I'm losing money. You've got room. You've got plenty of room. So just do it. Just be like Nike and just do it. I'm telling you, well, it's what I do. If you don't feel comfortable, no worries. I'm not gonna push you to do that, but it works for me. It definitely has worked for me, and I've seen a dramatic increase in my sales. So try it out. Let me know what you think. I'm going to do another example. I have a Chico's sleeveless top, a Chico's Traveler sleeveless top. Let me tell you something. Chico's, do not sleep on Chico's, okay? Chico's, especially size 3, is the bomb. Like, I pretty much pick up everything Chico's 3. So I have a sleeveless black top. So let's do that one. It's a Chico's 3. See, as you can see, I've already looked it up. So it's probably going to have me change. So I got the Chico's Traveler sleeveless top. All right. And I'm going to use it as tops. I'm going to filter to extra large, because that's what a 3 is. Chico's 3 is extra large. And I'm going to change the color to black. It's still filtered to that blue from the Joie Blazer. So here is, let me make sure this is all pre-owned, which it is all pre-owned. Everything that's sold, awesome. So as you can see, the most recent things, we have $17.99, $16, $19, $9, a best offer, $18, $12. You know, this is like the range. Like everybody's like, okay, which one do I choose? So here's what I do. I take a look at the top, because those are the ones that just ended. This is ended recently. So these just ended. My top actually has beads on the collar, so it's slightly better than what's currently sold. This person sold it for $12.99, $17, $16, $19. So I would choose in between the 16 and the 17. So I would, let's say 16. Let's go for the 16. Well, mine has the beads, so I probably would say 17 because it has the beads. It's a little bit better, but I want to sell it really fast. So we'll say, all right, base, no more than 17, but then I drop it a couple dollars off of that. So I say, all right, my absolute lowest is going to be $15 dropped. However, I have the buffer, so I add on top of that my strategy. And if you guys really want to know my strategy, just kind of leave a comment, or maybe I'll share it. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if I'll share that part, because everybody's different. Everybody has their own unique need with the stores and their closets and that type of thing. So what works for me may not work for you, and may not, it may not be for you. So my strategy is, all right, I see that this is 17, this is 16, this is 20. Mine has beads. It's slightly better than these. However, I want to sell mine quick. So it's like a thin line. It's like a very thin line. So I'm going to start it at 17, drop it a couple dollars just for the quick sell factor. So let's say 15, add my buffer to that, boom, it's out. And so after that, and then when I cross list it to Poshmark, I pretty much gosh, I lost my train of thought. I pretty much price it almost about the same as I do for eBay. And then for Mercari, I dropped the price a little bit more from eBay and Poshmark because their fees are a little bit less, and people don't, well, at least for me, what I've noticed is they don't generally offer too much. Like I don't really get a lot of low ballers on Mercari. I'm sure everybody's different. Maybe you guys have gotten that, but I get most of my low ball offers from eBay and eBay and Poshmark. Mercari, if I price something in like $20, somebody will send me. Actually, I generally don't price anything at $20. I don't know why. I generally price it at 21. It's so weird. I know. Don't ask. But if I price it at 21, somebody will offer me 18, like 18, maybe 17. Definitely doesn't get past like the $16 mark. Like they just don't lowball me, and I'm grateful for that. I don't know. Maybe if I price it at 20, maybe I would get to the 15. I don't know. Maybe the 21. It just seems like, okay, yeah, we can't drop the offer too much lower. So I don't know. Anyways, I just always price it like 21, 22, 23. I never price anything at exactly $20. So weird. I think it's a mental thing on my end, but it also maybe a mental thing on the buyer's end where they're like, we can't, all right, let's not, offer her too much lower than maybe a $5 discount or something, a $4 discount. Anywho, it's weird. I'm weird. I know. So that's how I price things. Again, I do not do free shipping. Again, I take a look at the most recent sold items, take a look at what I have, take a look at what's sold. If mine looks a little bit better, if it has a little bit more to it, like the beads on my sleeveless top, then I may go towards the higher end, drop it $2 or $3 from that point, add my buffer, figure out what your buffer is, know your buffer. Know your buffer. I should have that as a t-shirt. So know your buffer, add your buffer, list it, bada boom, bada bang, you're done. Hope this helps. Let me know. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for getting to this point of the video. I know I love to talk, so I'm done. I need to go and list. I got so much stuff that I just bought, so I will be a listing maniac tonight. I really appreciate it. Like I said, you guys watching, hit the like button and the subscribe. That's the YouTube lingo, right? It's like, subscribe. Oh, also, video ideas. Let me know. Let me know what you guys want to see. I know the next one I'm thinking about doing is how I make a Poshmark sale every single day. Every single day. There's maybe one day in the past 60 days that I did not make a Poshmark sale. So at least one. Usually it's multiple. So that was going to be my next video. Let me know what you think about that, if that's something you'd be interested in. Of course, eBay, I make a sale every day, and Mercari is also pretty good. So let me know. And also other ideas, whatever it is that you guys want me to talk about, go more into detail about, just write it. Just let me know. I'm here for you. You're here for me. We're here for each other. It's all one love, right? All right, you guys, I need to work. So enjoy your weekend. Actually, I'll probably see you next day or so to chit chat again. All right. Bye.